Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Glad you guys could join us. Where are we today? Well, as you guys can see, we are at a CITGO gas station, one of the very few last remaining CITGOs in well, this part of the country. There's still quite a bit of them, but there used to be millions and millions and millions of them everywhere, but now there's only a few left. And basically, in the recent history, CITGO was, I think, back in 1990, it was taken over by Venezuela's PDVSA, which is the basically the Venezuelan government state-owned petroleum company, which basically controls the crude discoveries, all the crude extractment. So basically what happened was during the presidential administration of George H.W. Bush, this company was sold to, well, it was sold at 50% of its shares. 50% ownership went to the Venezuelan company, and then a few years later, I think 1992, they actually completed the other half. So it was 100% state-owned, and basically because Venezuela is one of the largest producers of oil in the world, and also Venezuela is one of the founders of OPEC, which is the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. Now, when the Venezuelan government bought basically 100% of CITGO, well, they bought a company that branded itself as CITGO. Sorry guys, it's getting a bit loud around here, but yeah, when they basically bought this company, they felt that this was perfect because all the oil that was produced in Venezuela could be easily refined in Texas or California or actually Louisiana. Louisiana has one of the three main refineries. So basically, the Venezuelan government thought, hey, this will be a pretty good idea, pretty quick and easy to produce, refine, and then of course get that oil right on the doorstep of the American consumer. But all the money went, of course, where? All the money ended up in the hands of the Venezuelan government. So basically, that the recent sort of controversies is that, funny enough, CITGO, or the company that owns CITGO, basically gave $500,000 towards the campaign, towards the Donald Trump presidential campaign. But then, of course, when he left office, the new administration placed massive sanctions on Venezuela because of what's going on there now. And so when they did, basically the US government got complete control because they froze all the bank accounts. They froze basically all operations to do with CITGO. So basically, they're basically just getting free money right now, because none of this money that's being produced here. But then again, the production of the oil stopped coming in from Venezuela, so it's kind of an even Steven, if you will. However, recently, what's created a controversial topic is that because of the sanctions, Venezuela was one of the biggest one of the biggest suppliers of oil to China. And keep in mind, the US is the #1 consumer of oil in the world. China is the #2 largest consumer of oil. So being that Venezuela's, one of their 2 top clients was China, very quickly they started running up a debt. They started running up a debt with China, and they started running up a debt with Russia. And Russia took a more sort of strong arm stance, and they basically said, listen guys, if you don't pay us back, we'd like to take something in collateral until you do. So basically, Venezuela offered Russia their stake of CITGO, which is not the controlling stake, but it's 49.9% stake of the company. And of course, the Secretary of State and various Senate committees have said, hang on, no way. We are not going to allow that to happen. Why? Because it could create a risk for United States security. So basically, that's the big news about CITGO. But now there's been some mergers and people want to take over. Even 7-Eleven wants it back, because 7-Eleven used to own part of the company that owned the brand of CITGO. So basically, now there's like this tumultuous time of people trying to take it over. But if they do, they will probably rebrand it. So this could be one of the last remaining CITGOs anywhere around. There's still quite a bit of them on the East Coast, and maybe some in California. But here in the Midwest, this is about it. So guys, we could be looking at one of the last remaining CITGOs around, because as soon as these sanctions start kicking in, they'll probably take down the brand really quickly. Once they buy property rights to everything. So I guess that was our little segment today. So guys, thank you for tuning in to one of the last remaining CITGO gas stations, and hasta la ciao ciao, bye for now, over and out from the concrete jungle of Chicago.